Right, so in this video we're going to cover the subject of importing address names, email addresses and creating lists so that you can send emails out to recipient groups. Now, to do this we'd need to look at the Contacts Manager, which is the fourth button on the menu across the nav bar. There's quite a lot of options here. Now, to get names into the system there are a few ways to do this, but it's recommended that you import data that you've actually collated from a list spreadsheet because it's a lot quicker. Now, you can actually add names manually to the address book, which can take quite some time. As you can imagine, adding names and email addresses to individual forms repeatedly can be quite a long and really laborious task. So the best way to do this is to actually create lists inside a spreadsheet. Now, what we've got inside MediaMailer, inside the Tools and Utilities menu, is a list spreadsheet template, which is a good way to help you get started, and it makes sure that your data is formatted correctly. Now, there's three different formats that you can choose from. There's plain text, Microsoft Excel 2004 and Microsoft Excel 2008 format. Now, for the purposes of this demonstration, we've already downloaded a copy, and what we're going to do is we're going to edit that now. So what we're going to do is double click that file and open that in Excel. Now, as you can see, we've got a few names already saved in there, but also across the top you can see that quite a lot of information could be saved against each person. You can have first name, last name, email address, company, occupation, country, telephone, date of birth, and up to 10 individual unique data fields which can be used for anything you like. Now, we've got 4 names in the system. As you can see, each has got a first name, a last name and an email address, although the other fields are blank. Now, there's a reason I've done that for the demonstration, is because the actual only compulsory field that you need to complete in any list is the email address field, for obvious reasons. Without an email address, the person will never receive the email. So what we'll do is we'll just add, say, an extra email address for the purpose of the demonstration, and then what we're going to do then is save this off. Now, to save the file off, we need to make sure it's compatible with MediaMailer, and MediaMailer uses tab delimited text file formats when it imports list data into the system. It sounds a little daunting, but actually saving as tab delimited is a piece of cake. If you go into Excel and just go to Save As, you'll find that you can just select from the drop down menu tab delimited text option, save the file to your desktop, and you're done. So now you've got a list that's ready to go into Mailer. So if we go back to Mailer and we go up to the Contacts Manager, if we look at View, Edit Current Lists, we haven't got any lists in the system. So what we need to do is we need to import a list. Now, we can create a new list and import into the existing list, or we can just upload a new list and give it a name whilst we upload it. So let's just do the quick way, it's a lot easier. Let's upload a new list. Now, it says add to existing list name, we don't have any, so let's create a new list and let's just call it demo list. Let's give it a list description. I'll call it YouTube tutorial, and then we find the file on our computer. Remember to get the mydata.txt file, not the XLS, because Excel can't be imported, so it must be the text file. And then the last option, as you can see, is asking about duplicates action. The duplicates action is what happens when the system imports the data. It checks whether there's already an existing entry with the same email address. So what you can ask the system to do is say, well, if it finds a duplicate email address already compared to what you're trying to upload, it can either overwrite the existing entry or it can ignore the existing entry. And what we'll do is we'll overwrite it. And then once you click Save and View New List, it will start to import the list. As you can see, the count goes up and it's already done. Now, larger lists can take quite a lot longer, but for the purpose of the demonstration we've only got 6 names in our list. Now, just to double check that our data is imported, if we go up to View, Edit Current Lists, we'll see that our new demo list with the comments YouTube tutorial has imported with 4 members. Now, just to be doubly safe, let's view and edit and see who's in there. And there you go. J Smith, S Jones, J Doe, and the extra email address we added has all been imported. So it shows names when they've actually been added to the data, but it doesn't if they haven't. So there you go, that's a successful import of a list.